Okay, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites, and we come out here week in and week out to push this gospel in our truthfulness and sincerity. First of all, I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Greatmillstone who grew well and who labor in this work to give us these proper breakdowns of these scriptures. And I want to say peace and salutations to all you Akim across the four corners of the globe that are pushing this gospel. And with that, with the brother open with the first scripture.
This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
That's right, because this gospel is not open to everybody. There is an elect that are going to get this, a 1/3, and the rest of you are going to perish by the wayside, you 2/3.
In whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not.
That's right, because the Most High has purposely blinded 2/3 of Israel. He's created stumbling blocks to make you not understand this truth. Oh,
yeah,
could you grab your piece?
It said also the God of this world blinded them. The God of this world is Esau. The so-called white man put out all these lies and all these false philosophies, and Jake follow after them. So they're blinded and they stumble. And when they try to come to the truth, they just block from it. The Lord rejects them.
You got it.
And he said, go, Isaiah 6 and 9. And he said, go, tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not.
Right, and that's what we out here doing. We only fishing for the elect. Many are going to hear this gospel, but others are not going to get this. Any more precepts?
It's still more.
Oh, it's still more on that?
It's still more.
No, that's it.
Okay, I got something. This Isaiah 42. Now I'm going to jump back to the brain. Isaiah 42 and 18. Hear ye deaf, and look ye blind, that ye may see. Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as the Lord's servant, seeing many things, but thou observest not, opening the ears, but hears not. So that's the same thing that says it in Isaiah 6. Jake, we're out here week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiah. They're seeing many things. They're seeing brothers out here, but they're not understanding it. They don't get it. They're blinded from hearing the words of Yahweh Shemiah. They can't perceive it. They can't understand it. I'm gonna go back to the Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 4 and 4. In whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahushai, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine upon them.
And if I may add, that's why we have to come out here and push this gospel every chance we get. We have to praise the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai's name, because he didn't get us to everybody. He only gave it to a select few and elect.
Yeah, and that shows you that the Most High chooses your delusion. He chooses who comes into this faith and who doesn't come into the faith. And the ones that were predestined and chosen to come into this place, they were already predetermined. They were already selected before this world even was established, before the foundation of this world was laid. They were chosen to come into this truth. But the rest of you people, you know, you were blinded so that you can't cross that boundary, man. You know, it's not meant for you.
Brother Nicole, I got what he said.
You got one too.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You can take on that.
Okay, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 11. For this cause, Yahweh Shemiah shines to send them strong delusions that they should believe a lie.
And that's right. Our people out here believe in lies, man. They believe into Kemet. They believe in Islam. They believe in purity lies. because the scriptures is the truth. Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 5 says, every word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai is pure. Go ahead.
God. And they all might be damned who believeth not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness.
God.
Revelations chapter 14 verse 3. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from earth. So in the ancient time you had prophets, they used to actually sing songs. They used to carry instruments. Now, fast forward, you got the prophets now, they're going to be singing a song that nobody can learn but the 144,000. You know, so not everybody's going to be able to understand, you know, and be able to march and be able to sing along to this song.
And you crackers with the slick Snickers on your face, you most definitely not going to get it.
I got something. You got something.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 38. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. You know, because, you know, these people aren't going to get it. You know, the most, like the brother said, the Most High chooses the Lord's the Most High chooses the people's delusions. So if it isn't meant for you to get the understanding, knowledge of who the Most High Heavenly Father is and His Son, you know, then, you know, it's because it's meant for you to be condemned, not meant to. You're not meant to come into wisdom.
I got something. This is Matthew 13 and 9. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is not given unto because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. And at the side it says hidden truth. So the truth is hidden from the majority of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It's hidden. You can't get it. The Lord won't allow you to receive it because he blinded you. Like it says in Isaiah 6, the angel that's blocking the minds of the certain Israelites to come in, the 2/3, it said that they won't be able to be healed and receive the gospel. So the Lord's purposely blocking you 2/3 of the nation of Israel because He doesn't want to heal you. He wants to slay you.
That's right.
So, this is
okay.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 28, verse 10. Slakia, 28, verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. So you can't just jump up and just say, you know, I'm gonna understand this, in order there's steps. And if the Most High is gonna open your eyes, first you gotta start by drinking the milk, the certain, simple concepts of the scripture. Then you graduate onto the meat, just like with anything, so first you gotta be able to drink, the milk. And some people can't even handle the milk also. Like they stumble over the virgin birth doctrine, reincarnation. They might get everything else up like, oh, I don't know about that virgin birth thing, he was born of a virgin. Mary, she never been hit before. They might stumble over that. They might stumble over Solomon being Yahweh Shai, reincarnated. They might stumble over certain stuff. And these are the offenses that the Most High put, the stumbling blocks that's been put before Israel, so they'll be able to stumble on it so they don't see it.
God. Romans 11 and 5. Even so, this is present time also, there is a remnant according to the election of grace. Verse 6, and if it be by grace, then it is no more of works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if If it be of works, then there is no more of grace, and otherwise the work is no more work. 7. What then? Israel have not attained that which he seeketh
Salakia,
for.
because you got IUIC, one body in Yahushua. They're making the children of Israel believe that it's by the works of the law that you are saved. You know, they're telling men that if they don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments, that they won't be saved. Well, that's an offense. And what does the scripture says? If any man preaches for another gospel, you know, let him be accursed. When you teach that you got to live by the law in order to be saved, that's teaching another gospel. Hey, that's making the death of Yahushua in vain, man. That means that Yahushua died in vain. If you were saved by the works that are of the law, if you are saved by the works of the flesh, the things that you do, hey, the scripture says that there is an election according to grace. When you read Ephesians 1 and 4, 1 Peter 1 and 2, it tells you that there's an election or a remnant that were predestined and chosen before the foundation of the world even began. You know? So then what does works have to do with this? That goes to show you that it's all about faith, because if you have faith that you're of the elect, you're gonna, or if you want to be a part of the elect, you're going to give diligence to make your calling and election sure. That's a certain character that you're going to uphold yourself in, and that means walking in the image and the stature of Yahushua. That means believing upon Yahushua that you're going to be saved, man.
Verse 8.
Not according to the works. No pictures, please.
No pictures,
no pictures, please.
Crack the devil.
She can
No
hear
pictures, please.
Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Shalak Rayum upon you and your family. Go ahead.
And the rest was blinded. Verse 8, as it was written, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua had given them a spirit of slumber.
And that's the point, you know, a lot of our people, the Most High chose their delusions, and he gave them, he put them under the spirit of slumber, man. So they're asleep. They're in a deep sleep.
And eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. And David has said, their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and recompense unto them. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it says can somebody grab that in Psalms where it says let their read that again?
And David saith, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and recompense unto them. So when they thinking that it's all about works or about the law, they follow, they trapping themselves.
That's right.
You know, first thing you want to do is become a liar, because how we know it's by the works of the law or the commandment. You know, the Bible tells us it's by grace.
And if I could bring out a scripture before I pass it to the next brother, I want to bring out 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 7. And it reads, but we speak the wisdom of Yahweh in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, ordained before the world unto our glory, which none of the princes of this world knew. For had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. So had these people not been blind and knew it, then they wouldn't have crucified our big brother Yahushua. And if I may, can I pass it?
Yeah.
Oh, they would not have knew it. So next precept, please.
All right, what was that? Psalm 69.
69 and 22.
Oh yeah.
Psalm 69.
But the Ak already broke it down, you know, but you can still get it.
Psalm 69 and 22. Let their tables become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare. Yeah, that which should have been for their welfare, and that's believing upon Yahushua. And if men were saved by the works of the law, well, why did 70 AD happen? Why wasn't they 70 AD able to be prevented, man? Why did the Lord allow the temple to be destroyed, man? You know, if wearing fringes was to determine your salvation, you had a lot of Israelites that were into
keeping the law and that didn't believe in Yahushua, that were killed during those times. And what proves that they didn't believe in Yahushua, they were still in the land. Because when you go into Matthew, the 24th chapter, Yahushua said, when you see Jerusalem compassed about with armies, then that's when you go into flee into the mountains, man. But they didn't believe our Lord. They didn't believe They didn't believe that His coming was prophesied about by the prophets. You know, they didn't believe none of the words that He said. Therefore, they were still there. They were trying to keep the law. They were trying to keep the Passover, sacrificing in the temple. And what happened to them? They got murdered, man.
And just the proof of that, this is Psalms chapter 79 and verse 1, and it reads, O Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, the heathen are coming to thine inheritance. Thy holy temple have they defiled. They have laid Jerusalem onto heaps. So,
that happened plenty of times, man. That happened plenty of times. It happened during the Babylonian, it happened during the Greeks, and it happened during the Romans, man.
So if fringes was all you had to do, then why was the temples destroyed, man? Y'all on some other stuff, man. The Most High gonna destroy you niggas, man.
Which the temple that the Lord is dealing with now is dealing with, first of all, the body of Yahushua, which we represent the body of Yahushua. You know, you got that camp, they call themselves one body Yahushua, but you don't even sanctify Yahushua.